If this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been walking this quiet road with me for a while now, welcome back. You've found a different kind of corner. No noise, no outrage, no endless scrolling, just space. I live alone in the woods of West Virginia, not to escape the world, but to see it more clearly. And every now and then, a thought rises to the surface. Not polished, not performed, just honest. These are the reflections most people don't slow down long enough to notice, the kind that sit with you, the kind that don't demand attention, but earn it. If you value solitude, if you think better when the world goes quiet, if you've ever felt more yourself when you're alone, you're in the right place. Let's take a few minutes and think. The quiet difference between reading and scrolling. Most people think reading is about gathering information. I don't think that's true anymore. I think reading is about protecting your mind because if you really pay attention to the world now, you can almost feel what constant scrolling is doing to people. Attention spans are collapsing. Nobody sits with a thought long enough for it to become wisdom. Everything is reaction, noise, stimulation, endless movement with no arrival. And after a while, a person can lose the ability to simply be still inside their own mind. That's the part nobody talks about. Scrolling trains the brain to expect interruption. Every few seconds, something new appears. Another opinion, another outrage, another distraction. The mind never settles long enough to go deeper than the surface. But reading is different. Reading asks something from you. Patience, attention, presence. A book does not compete for your attention every 3 seconds. It waits, quietly. And because of that, reading becomes something almost sacred now. It becomes one of the few remaining acts that still encourages deep thought instead of fragmented thought. I've noticed something in my own life. When I spend too much time consuming fast information, my inner world starts feeling crowded. My thoughts become restless. Even silence feels noisy somehow. But when I spend time reading, especially slowly, something changes. My breathing slows down. My thinking becomes clearer. I feel less pulled by the world. It's almost like books restore a certain kind of mental balance that modern life keeps trying to strip away. And I don't just mean educational books. Sometimes fiction does this even more powerfully. A good novel forces you into another person's experience. You sit with emotions that are not your own. You begin understanding people differently, softer, more completely. That matters, especially for people who live quieter lives, especially for people whose solitude is intentional. Because solitude without reflection can become isolation, but solitude with reflection becomes depth. That's the difference. I think that's one reason reading fits naturally into a hermit's life. Not because hermits are trying to escape the world, but because they are trying to remain fully awake inside it. Books slow the mind down enough to notice things again: patterns, emotions, contradictions, truths that cannot survive in constant noise. And maybe that's the real danger of endless scrolling. Not that it wastes time, but that it slowly conditions people to live only at the surface of themselves. No depth, no reflection, no inner stillness. Just constant stimulation replacing genuine thought. I don't think human beings were meant to live that way. I think we were meant to sit quietly sometimes, to wrestle with ideas, to follow a thought all the way to the end, to let silence participate in our understanding. That's what reading still offers. Not productivity, not status, not some performance of intelligence, just the rare chance to sit alone with another mind for a while and come back thinking a little more clearly than before. And that's today's thought. Nothing loud, nothing flashy, just something to carry with you as you move through your own quiet. If it stirred something in you, sit with it. If it challenged you, good. If it gave you a little more clarity, even better. If you value this kind of space, help keep it alive. Like the video. Share it with someone who thinks better in silence. And subscribe so you don't miss the next reflection. Until next time, protect your quiet.